My marriage is not up to 2 years, but I want to file for divorce. Is this possible? How can I go about this? I heard that, oh, my marriage has to be up to 2 years before I can file for divorce, but I can't take it anymore. I want to file for dissolution of my marriage, even though my marriage is not up to 2 years. What can I do? Hmm. Okay, the thing is, the law has provided for some conditions you have to meet if you want to file for divorce, but your marriage is not up to 2 years. Now, if your marriage is not up to 2 years and you want to file for divorce, you need the leave of the court. Simply put, it's like seeking the permission of the court to file for divorce. So you need leave before you can actually go ahead and file. How do you get this leave? It is by filing an application. You have to bring an application, an ex parte application before the court, explaining to the court, convincing the court why you need to file for divorce, even though your marriage is not up to 2 years. This is where you have to convince the judge based on the grounds provided under the Matrimonial Causes Act. The law says that if your marriage is not up to 2 years, but yet you want to file for divorce, you must be able to prove exceptional hardship. Like, how can I explain? How can I explain exceptional hardship? You must be able to prove exceptional hardship that you are going through a lot. You are suffering. You are just like you cannot tolerate this anymore. You understand? You cannot tolerate it anymore, and you just have to dissolve this marriage. You cannot wait 2 years. You have to be able to show to the court that being in this marriage is causing you great exceptional depravity. You cannot just cope. Now, Section 30 of the matrimonial causes provides that it provides the ground of willful and persistent refusal to consummate the marriage. Imagine you are getting married and your spouse is just refusing, persistently, willingly refusing to consummate the marriage. That will cause you great depravity, will it not? I mean, you are married for crying out loud. In fact, that is one of the purposes of marriage, sexual intimacy, right? And here is your spouse saying no, no. Now it's not be the man, it's not be the woman. So you can tell the court that the willful and persistent refusal of my spouse to consummate the marriage is causing me exceptional depravity. This is not what I signed up for. Sexual intimacy is part of what comes, with the package of marriage. And if you're supposed to say no, willfully and persistently, no justification, there is no reason at all, just willful and persistent refusal, that is a ground. You don't have to wait 2 years before you can file for divorce. But like I said in the beginning, you have to seek the leave of the court. Okay, this is where you explain to the court that this is the reason I want to institute a petition for dissolution of marriage. Another ground is adultery. Adultery, your spouse is committing adultery and you cannot tolerate such behavior. Yes, that is another ground according to Section 30, Subsection 2 of the Matrimonial Causes Act. Adultery, and you cannot tolerate it. If you tolerate adultery, it is not a ground. If you forgive your spouse, it is no longer a ground. You cannot rely on it. So you must be able to show that my spouse has committed adultery and I cannot tolerate such. Another ground is if your spouse is found guilty of rape, sodomy, or bestiality, things that can cause you exceptional hardship. Imagine living with somebody that has been accused of rape or sodomy, and you tell the court that this thing is causing me great depravity and I cannot stay married to this person any longer. So these are the exceptions. These are the grounds you can rely on if your marriage is not up to 2 years, but you want to file for divorce. So there are exceptions to the 2 year rule. But generally, your marriage has to be up to 2 years before you can file for divorce. These are exceptional situations, okay? These are exceptional situations where people can come even before their marriage is up to 2 years to file for divorce in Nigeria. Have you learned something? Like, share, and follow me for more content of family law, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.